What is up, guys? Welcome to Garage 23, and today we are in Minami Machida at Up Garage. And if that sounds familiar to you, it's because a certain somebody frequents this particular Up Garage, but we're going to check it out for ourselves. So let's go inside and check it out. Right off the bat, these stores have like a certain smell to them that's like really nostalgic for me for some reason. Used coilovers, especially with the exchange rate right now, the prices are like phenomenal. Like something like this, it looked like for probably Civic or some kind of Honda for like $100 for a set of coilovers. It looks like RSX probably, but it's probably missing the top hats. These probably aren't K-Sport, even though they're orange. Exhausts. We do have a couple of things on the shopping list that we need to get. So we're going to be looking for that stuff here and see if we find anything. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is yet, but just going to look around. Also, it's kind of weird making one of these videos, right? Because, you know, I watch a lot of automotive YouTube, and Up Garage is like one of the main things people make videos on, right? And I know you guys have seen probably dozens of Up Garage videos, but this is my first time ever here. So it's like special for me. So hopefully it's special for you guys too. I don't know, but let's check out what they got. Oh, right off the bat, we got a 370Z transmission. I didn't even look at the sign. I already know what this looks like, especially because it has the rev match sensor at the back. That's specifically from a 370Z with that option. This, I don't know what this is. It looks like an SR transmission, but Nissan 71C gearbox. Junk. It's junk and they still want 300. That probably is from an SR then. There's a huge I think this is a GTR. Yeah, GTR BCN R33. This is from an R33 GTR. It's missing the transfer case, but for that price, might just try to stuff that in our luggage. Not bad. This looks like probably, oh, it says right there, BRZ transmission for 21,000 yen. Current exchange rate right now for the US dollar is like basically 30% off. So you get an extra 30% buying power to your hard-earned dollars. Got more coilovers, Blitz dampers. Oh, Accord Euro R CL7 coilovers. Those are still pretty pricey. HKS Hypermax for STI. Chain Flex Z's for ZC33. There's still a few like names that I never heard of, and then I suspect because some of the Chinese market stuff has made its way also into Japan, so you really got to kind of keep an eye on what you're looking at. Oh, I got some Greddy ER34 coilovers for, oh, that's not bad at all. They do look a fair bit used though, a little rusty at the top there. Oh, Öhlins coilovers, HV B37. I think that's the G37 coupe for us, basically. More Öhlins, RB37, Aragosta. These are like extra fancy coilovers. So you see that they have the remote reservoirs. It's like really fancy stuff. I don't see what model they're for, I don't think. If it does, I'm not sure what it is. AGH35W? Arufa. Oh, Alphard, Toyota Alphard, that like badass blingy VIP Toyota van. That's what that's for. It's crazy that they make that kind of coilover for that van. That's nuts. More tame, street basis, Flex Z for Alphard also. Got a wall of springs, stock parts. Oh, Öhlins struts. Those look like they're in really nice shape. I don't know what those are for. Bilstein B14. I think possibly Mini Cooper. And then we got some seats. Definitely can't fit these in your carry-on. These ones in particular, I'm not a super big fan of, just because the harness openings are like really big and they look kind of funny to me. So not my favorite. Brides. Bride, brido, brid. I don't know, man. I'm saying a bride. Exhausts. More seats. Oh, these are nice. This is exactly the seat that I want for my Altima. It's a little tore up though, and it's not like we could buy it anyway. But yeah, these, I think they're called Raptor seats or something like that because of this texture design on the center portion. And these are, and it's torn up, which is pretty rare for stuff in Japan. Usually everything's really well taken care of, but I mean, on bucket seats, I mean, you guys know in the States it's the same way. Getting in and out of the seat constantly, it's hard to keep it in good shape. 370Z seat. It's not torn, but still not in great shape. Oh, this thing is this thing is showing its bones. Bright covers. Oh, we got steering wheels. This was so tiny. A tiny Momo wheel. Nardi. And this one's not in the best shape. It's a little rough around the edges, literally. This wood wheel though, I don't know if this is a Nardi, but 350 mil. This would be great for one of our Datsuns. And this probably will fit in our carry-on. But let's keep looking around. Got factory wheels. Oh, we got new steering wheels? Maybe? So it's interesting that they have shops like this because in the States we would, like you guys know on our channel, we go to a lot of junkyards and stuff to get our secondhand parts. And occasionally you get lucky and find some modified parts at the junkyard, but it's still pretty rare. Here they don't really have junkyards like that, so a lot of people will take their good parts off their cars if they're going to sell them or scrap them or whatever, and bring them to places like this, Up Garage, where they sell their used parts that are still worth something, and then somebody else can come here and pick them up. So it's an interesting culture difference. Toyota. This is one of the sections where we have something on the shopping list. Some FDRX7 turn signals. So like I said, a lot of like Chinese replica stuff or eBay quality stuff making its way here too. 350Z HR headlights. Those are pretty neat. Really expensive, which they are expensive in the States too, so that would make sense. FDRX7 taillight. That looks like an old Skyline taillight. GC21. Sukairan. We got taillights on this side. Okay, here we really probably gonna need a minute and actually like carefully dig through this because this is one of the places that we really need to find something. Alright, so the only cool thing we found so far is some S14 Koki corner lamps. And with the current exchange rate, this works out to about $100. So not a bad price. Not what we're looking for though. Wank. There's also a bunch of reproduction D-Max S14 and S13 lamps. So that's pretty cool, but that's also not necessarily what we're looking for. So we're gonna keep looking. These are kind of neat. The old Surikawa subway train holder things. $5-ish or something. So I'll get one of these, and I'll probably get one of these for my car. Which is alright if we're overspending here, because the food here is super cheap. Konbini meals are so clutch when you're on a budget here. Especially when we brought both our kids. It's 4 of us, and we all eat for like $20. $30 at the most, and that's full meals with drinks and desserts, and also much better quality than anything in the US. The stereos are super cheap too, but that's not really something we can use. They're all really tailored to, you know, Japanese radio stations and stuff like that, even TV stations, most of them. So not something we can use really. I wonder if they actually leave the catalytic converters there, which is interesting. In the US, especially with all the thefts recently, it's become illegal to sell your catalytic converters, which sucks because we actually need some for the Titan, and I'd rather not have to buy new ones, which are like a few $1,000. Ooh, carbon fiber something something. 180SX. Oh, tail garnish. Carbon tail garnish. That's this one. This other carbon piece is for a WRX. Please don't drop everything. I'm gonna take a minute and make sure these don't fall all over the place. Run. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of catalytic converters here. What's there? 11,000 something? It's not bad, I guess. And all this from here forward is just tools. Guess we can go check the other side. They even have phones for sale. Old iPhones, like $300 or something. Ooh, they have an L series valve cover. 70,000 yen basically, which is, we'll do the live price right now because I have like a few of these at home for an L series valve cover. That's nuts. At home we just kind of throw them away. Ooh, Tomei turbos for a GTR. Skyline GTR. Ooh, and then we got a GTR exhaust manifold, which is super expensive. So guys, then we have a RB25 that we're going to be building later this year at home, and that's going to need all that stuff: exhaust manifold, turbo, intake manifold, all that good stuff, which is probably going to be going in one of our Datsuns, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because yeah, we got other projects that may or may not be getting in the way of that. Got intakes, filters, blow-off valves, S13 180SX Blitz blow-off valve, 8,900 yen. Also looks like an RB25, yeah, RB25 intake manifold. This one's only like $50, which, yeah, we in the States also just throw these away because nobody wants that. Turbo, oh my god, look at this baby turbo. Look at this little guy. Kawaii desu ne. It's like my thumb covers the compressor wheel. It's bananas. Probably for one of their K cars or something like that. Oh, Cusco LSD one way are like $400 or so. Piston ring set. Oh, piston rings. Just stock intercoolers, AC condensers. Yeah, there's more L series valve covers. And these aren't nearly as expensive as that other one. L28 is 13,000 yen. So these are $100. It seems weird that they would charge that much for the other one just because it's powder coated. I don't know what's up with that. S1415. Looks like turbo oil lines. Like, this is all stuff that we probably just throw away at home, but here somebody might need it, so they, come bring it here and put it on the shelf. I'm assuming if nobody ends up buying it, I'm assuming they probably also throw it away, but who knows. Ideal 6-pot calibers? It's probably eBay stuff. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Slash. You got some Akabono calipers from a 370Z. Got some white ones also. These are pretty expensive. Actually, that's about the right price. In the States we have Rock Auto, and Rock Auto sells the Akabono front caliper pair, already powder coated red, for about $300. So they're super inexpensive. Maserati rear calipers. It's interesting. Oh, I got more lights over here. These look like they're all for like the vans and stuff though. Like Scion XP looking stuff. Oh, here's the big dollar items. Holy crap. So R35 GTR complete front and rear brake set. That's pricey. Those would be super nice.
It's okay. I don't have any money today anyway.
It's crazy that they're that expensive here still. I was hoping that they'd be at least like $2,000 or something, but then we got some 350Z Brembo calipers. This is one of the reasons that I went with the Akabonos on our Altima, because I was gonna use these Brembos because this bolt pattern will also fit the front wheel drive Nissan stuff. It's just that these bolts are 14 millimeter instead of the 12 millimeter on the stock front wheel drive knuckles. So all you'd have to do is drill out the knuckle a little bit for the larger bolts and they'll bolt right up. But yeah, for this price, like I couldn't really justify that. You get the Akabonos for $300, like I said before, so oh well. Oh, we got brand new Defi gauges. This is do not touch. All right, let's go check out the upstairs and see what they got up there. It's funny that the store still smells. It smells like not really an AutoZone because AutoZone doesn't really have like that much parts anymore. But I guess like a I don't know Napa or something. It's interesting. And we have a lot of body parts. S13 pop-up front fenders. Really wide vented fenders for I don't know what. Oh, this is a nice one. FD RX-7 front bumper with canards. Oh, we got a whole red interior for something. Nissan S13 180SX red wrapped interior. That's interesting. Like it doesn't look great, but like it doesn't look super bad either. Like it looks like they did like a decent job. So I mean, look at that. I've always been a sucker for red interiors on like older 80s cars. It was always kind of disappointing to me that the 240s never came with like any real interesting colors. I think blue was like the most exciting thing we got. Other than that, it was just, you know, typical black, gray, and then beige. Disgusting. Also has an S13 front bumper, pop-up headlights. It's also like 90, 100 bucks. These would be cool for like a wagon or something like that. Like, I've seen a few so far in the time that we've been here, like Audis or BMW station wagons with some of these boxes on top, and they look pretty cool. Definitely into that. Got a few more seats. Say mostly stock seats. That's 2000. All right, that's it for the 3 floors of the main building. We're gonna go buy our little Tsurikawas and go check out the other building with the wheels in it. All right, now we're gonna go check out the wheel section. This sub garage is really cool because they have like a work bay where they can like put your wheels on and stuff. Oh, looks like they even align it. Have an alignment machine back in the back there. Might even do installs. Oh, this smells straight up like a llantera. $1,200 for T37s. These are 16s though. And looks like, not sure what the offset is. Obviously the offset's gonna be pretty high. These are obviously like a front wheel drive K-car kind of spec, but it's still cool that they're that cheap. Oh, we got some VSKFs. 15-inch VSKFs, so cute. Monza. These look pretty cool. What I really want to find is some like proper dish T37s to see what those actually go for here, as opposed to like at home. Because if you guys ever even looked at what T37s cost, regardless of it being like a 90s design that's decades old, they still go for like $4,000 in the US. So I want to see what they actually cost here, because you know it's got to be a ridiculous markup. Oh, we got some Volk CE28s. Those are pretty nice too. So most of these seem to be 4-lug. Oh, we got some Regimasters. These are really nice wheels. Also 4-lug. RPF ones. Also 4-lug. 5-lug Volk T37s. These are also high offset. K-car spec though. I guess not really K-car spec. These are 17, so that fits something cool. Actually, we walked by some really cool wheels. What the heck? Didn't even see these. Some RPF ones, 15-inch. These would be great for like a Miata or something. 4x100. Steph. We haven't really put it on the channel, but we have an SC300 at home that has the old school Volk GTCs. And these are like the newer school ones, which I gotta admit, they do look a lot better than the old ones. $2,400 for a set of 4. See, that's... The markup is ridiculous. You know, these at home would cost at least $4,000 also. And these are Skyline GTR spec, R33, R34. I think that's the offset. Let's see. Insetto. Yeah, so inset, I guess that's like the offset, would be a plus 15. And the width, I don't think it says the width. Oh yeah, 10. So that's the width. Front and rear width, 10. So a square set, 15 offset. That would be, yeah, that is great fitment for a GTR. And for $2,400, man, that's really nice. Rays for some newer school rays. All right, so now I kind of know what I'm looking at. So 8-inch width, 48 offset. So something front wheel drive, like a Civic or something like that, a Maxima. Oh, Advan TC4s. These are really nice. I'm not a big fan of the color, but those are pretty nice. And for $1,700, that's, you know what's funny? I always thought Advans were like a higher spec wheel compared to like the Volks, but these are significantly cheaper than the Volks. So am I wrong about that? Or Advan's like a lower tier wheel? We got some Graham Lights 5.7 CRs. I do want a set of these wheels also for one of our other cars, but these specs are pretty weak. 7.5 width with a 50 offset. Me. Sumimasen. Nikai ii desu ka? Arigatou gozaimasu. Wasn't sure if this was like storage for them or something, so just wanted to ask and make sure. Ooh. I already see some really nice wheels. It's RPF ones, polished aluminum. I don't see the specs though. Oh, specs are on this side, 18s, 9.5s with a 15 offset. Dude, these are nice. And they look like they're pretty cheap. 119900. $850 for RPF ones. R33 factory wheels. $650 for R33 factory wheels. Oh, the OZ Racing. So I've been looking for a set of these for the Altima for a while, but I can never find ones that like are the right specs for it. Because the Altima needs pretty big wheels. They're like 18s, 18 by 10 with like a 15 offset. So like similar to like GTR specs. I know it's stupid saying that my Altima needs GTR spec wheels, but fight me. But yeah, these wheels, since they were rally wheels back in the day, they really only came in like a smaller diameter with like still a good offset, pretty low offset, but it's hard to find them in a bigger size. Got some working motions, about $1,000 more or less. A lot more factory wheels up here. BBSs. Really like these RPF ones, especially for that price. At home, the cheapest you'll see RPF ones is like $1,200, and they're usually not in the good colors like silver or those are polished. So somebody took the time and hand polished those. They don't look bad. The downside is that they are missing the lettering for RPF ones, so that, I guess that does kind of suck and would slightly devalue them. I don't know, what's your guys' opinion? Is that worth more or less? Oh, we got the itty bitty wheels on this side. We got some 14s, 15s, 14s. Yankee mags. You know, I think these are what we have on the green 280Z that we have, but we only have 2. So far, the thing that's bothered me the most about this trip is just how far we are from home and how difficult it is to get stuff from here to the US. Like, I mean, I guess that's why it's expensive, right? You have to pay a lot of money to ship something stateside across the ocean. 13-inch Watanabes. So we only got 2 though. And you know, I made 13s. A little bit of a bummer though. Looks like they don't have any T37s in stock. Not used ones anyway. They might have some in those new boxes over there. These look really cool too. R31 wheels. They're like $400. All right, let's head back downstairs. All right, that's gonna be it for our first visit to Up Garage. Like I said, I was a little hesitant on making this video just because just the sheer saturation on YouTube, right? But you know, this has been a life goal for us, and like we've finally made it here, and it's just so mind-blowing for us and for me personally. So I figured that shouldn't be a reason to keep us from doing it, right? So thank you for watching. See you guys next time, and get a little hungry. I think we're gonna go see if we can find something to eat. See you guys later.